Hello, welcome to my Minecraft mod showcase for the Little Kings mod, a mod based on the game Little King's Story. And this is something I've been working on just for a couple weeks or so. There's not much in it right now, but I'm basically just trying to show what I have in mind, what I have planned for the future, and what I've come up with so far. So, for starters, we have the King's Scepter, which is crafted using the following ingredients in the following shape. And basically what it does is you can use it to shoot out these stars, and the stars don't deal that much damage, and neither does the attack. As you can see, I'm struggling to kill this one zombie, and that's the primary purpose, is to shoot stars out. And what you can do in addition to that, though, is you can find these Carefree Adults wandering around the world. They'll spawn naturally, and when you right click on them, they will become tamed. You have to be a little careful. If you accidentally shoot one of them with the projectile, the other one will start fighting that guy, and it won't be pretty. But you can fix that by just right clicking them to kind of reset. You can also right click to untame them, or recruit them, I should say. Alternatively, you can put this in your inventory to turn it into the King's Staff, which also recruits but doesn't shoot projectiles, so you can just use this to recruit your civilians. And again, right click to unrecruit with empty hands, unrecruit, and right click with the staff to recruit, and then they'll follow you if you go far away enough, like so. And if I switch back to this, you'll see that they'll follow me a lot closer once they see me. Hello? You see me? There we go. Now just keep running over. Yeah. So once they see you, they'll start following you much closer with the King's Scepter. With the King's Staff, they don't follow you as closely. They'll just follow you loosely if you recruit them. And yeah, so these guys, as I say, will spawn naturally in the world. Another thing that will spawn naturally are the Onis. So these Onis are aggressive to both the civilians and yourself. And the civilians will naturally run away. But if I hit them, anything you attack, the civilians will also attack. Whether it be Oni or zombies or anything. Two caveats to this. Well, also Onis drop this. We'll get to that later. They are not very strong in their offensive capabilities. They do not deal much damage, and the zombie's not fighting them right now. But if I go game mode, there we go. He'll fight back them now, and you can see he basically died immediately once the zombie started focusing him. Where are you going? Come back here. So these guys do not fight very well, but they spawn fairly frequently. So any that you do lose in combat will come back to you shortly, just by wandering around the world for a little bit. And yeah, so that's it for that. As for what the Oni dropped, this is a 1k bull coin. Bull is a currency Little King's Story. And in this mod, it will be your main crafting ingredient. The bowl goes up to 5k, then 10k, 50, 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, and then 10,000. And then I forgot to mention, there's also the 50,000 bowl, and each of them has their own icon to look at and such. And you can craft one to the other the way you probably expect them to, which is putting the crafting bench to create 5. Go away. And you can craft like this to make 1,000k like this to make 500,000k. The order does not matter. And then you can do 500,000 to make a 100,000. I said the words wrong, but you get the idea. And that's how you create your stacks of cash all the way up to 50,000k bowl. Right now, you only really need one cable because I haven't added that many items to the mod yet. But in the future, hopefully there will be more options. Hopefully, in the future there will be more options for as to what to use money for. I plan to have some sort of training features to make it easier to get as well, as opposed to just killing Onis everywhere. But in any case, right now the only crafting ingredient for the coins are to create the Grunt Soldier promotion. And what this does is it converts your citizens into Grunt Soldiers. This works both for the female and the male models. Looks a little weird. Can't really see his eyes, but that's what it does. And these guys, they have a little bit more health, but more importantly, they actually pack a punch. They do 3 times the damage that a civilian does, which actually allows them to defeat zombies. So that's just 2 of these guys. You can imagine how efficient an army of them will be once you get enough guys standing on your side. And just like the normal dudes, you can right-click them to unrecruit them, and then they will no longer follow you around. And they'll also follow you if you have the default stat, the Scepter instead of the staff. They'll follow you closely just like before. And to craft this, you of course need 1 cable. Let me get this real quick. And what's important is the amount of tokens you get depends on the quality of the sword you use. So a wooden sword gives you 1 promotion token, stone sword gives you 2, gold sword gives you 15, iron gives you 5, diamond gives you 32, and netherite gives you a full stack of promotion tokens. And of course, 1 gets used every time you use them up. And there's no limit to how many can follow you. Really, it's just how many spawn in the world. And if I fly around, I'm sure I'll find some more guys eventually. Or not. Oh, it's because it's the sun settings. I don't think they spawn in the daytime. Let me see. Now if I wander around, maybe. Where are they? Normally I see a whole bunch of them by now. Well, that's a village, funny enough. I didn't disable their spawn, did I? Oh, there's one. Alright, there we go. Here's a villager. Or, oh, I just warped with you because they're tamed. So here's a normal spawned civilian. Right-click into tame, and then they'll follow me around. Grunt soldiers will not spawn naturally, only the default carefree villagers will spawn normally. They also talk to you when you're close to them, which can be a little annoying. I might change that in the future, but so now that's basically it. Plans for the future include more job classes, more mobs, more items, of course, maybe more armor slots as well. More importantly, I also want to include a trading system so that you can get more bull by methods that do not include slaughtering Onis. And that's basically it. It's a pretty cool generation over there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.